Me and Clifford met at a previous gym where we were working at, and he called me to actually spot him on a squat exercise. And I spotted him, and the first thing he said was like, well, he's trying to get maybe 5-6 reps. I was like, really? I said, hell no way. You're not going to get 5-6 reps. You're going to get 10-12 reps. Like I said, that's the whole idea of spotting. It means that you can push past what you think is your limitation. And we went, and I think he probably did about 12 or even much more reps on that side. And I said, oh yeah, I told you got this, and it was wow, and that was it. And I went back to my client I was training. And then before I knew it, I got a call from him, and we spoke about training and all that stuff. And he said, yeah, he wants me to coach him and help him on his journey. And that's how we started. That was probably a year and a half ago. One thing I noticed immediately, which I always spot, we are like mind. His discipline, his focus, he knows what he wants, and he goes for it. And all he needed was to bring me as a coach into that level, to start to coach him and structure that coaching to now bring him and make him the best version of himself. And that's how we started going. And honestly, it has been a game changer. When you come into the industry of real estate like him, you just see real estate people as, okay, just business people. Oh no, for him, you cannot see him as just a business. You have to see him as a business athlete. And because of that aspect, I can transfer those pillars into my business and also succeed getting people financially free through real estate. But also at the same time, I'm also an athlete. So it's not a pillar in of itself, but it's a pillar that they all intertwine with each other. I can remember last year we ran a couple of challenges. We did a 100-day challenge. So we're testing his mental strength into his emotional and physical. And honestly, man, he did so well. Trust me, the Clifford of 2024 is not the Clifford of 2026. He sends me his updates. When he started with me, he was 265 pounds. But when he started with me this year, he was 86 pounds or something like that. I put interesting. And then he messaged me back and said, what do I mean by interesting? I said, okay, let me break it down for you. I said interesting because, okay, now we have a number of where you are, and then definitely we know where we're going to be this year. But overall, there's a reason why that number is that number. And as coaches, we don't look at the number on the scale. We look at the composition that makes the number on the scale. What are the composition? Muscle, fat, water. We must look at those pillars and look at why do we have that number on the scale. So last year when he started at 265, yes, he looked like he was less in weight and building up in this year. This year, he started at 280 something. But what was the difference? This year, he has more muscle on him. So whether you like it or not, that will also push the weight up. So overall, his composition and change in his body had transformed from what he used to look like in 2024. 2026, there's more defined, there's more separation, there's more muscle that is growing, there's more muscle that is protruding that shows that each body part is changing. So I said that is what we want to look at when we start to look at people changing and transforming. We don't look at the scale number, we look at the composition. So this year, he's starting on a very good level when it comes to body composition and what he looks like than 2024. That's the big difference. Clifford is an amazing guy. He's a rare species. Rare species in the sense of everybody is special. But when you decide to tap into what you were made to be and start to bring it out, that sets you apart. Now that's the difference with Clifford. But he has discovered his purpose and he's harnessing that to come out and live into the purpose or live fully in the purpose of why he's been made. So that sets him apart from everybody else. And that is so rare. On that aspect too, the consistency of doing the self-same thing every single day. In this time and age, people cannot even maintain a reputation for a week or even a day, not to talk less of months and years. Clifford will do that because it's in the reputation that you become who you should really become in life and being able to pour out and be the person you want to be to everybody else. And that has made Clifford so different and made me to admire and respect and love him going down the line. I would just say that, you know what? The best thing is yet to come. You guys should still keep watching this journey because you have not seen anything yet. 2026 is going to be a good year. He's truly becoming a business athlete. Not just being strong, but being functional and being fit and being rounded on all levels.